Welcome back, I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Europa Universalis 3, A.E.I.O.U. Alright, let's go ahead and get Fort 3 in Ushat. Alright, our manpower is definitely rebounding. How long before our ability should increase next year? Okay, good. Shoot, Van Shaw's offering. No, you attacked me. Alright, Revolt and Rogue you go deal with that, and you go deal with the one in Sin TJ. Alright, let's send another gift to Turkey. People flee to the colonies. Let them go. Alright, let's send another gift to Ethiopia. Alright, let's send another colonist to several isles. Alright, let's get Port 3 in Naskapi and one Napati and Lubicon, as well as Matimikosh. Discontent in the capital. Silly people. Why, Molly? Alright, I guess we're fighting with Molly again. Hey, you know what that means? You're not trying to come home anymore. You're actually going back to Molly again. You know what? That's the route you take, eh? Interesting. You're going to Molly as well. You know what? Things have calmed down a bit. At least in areas near enough to our ports. That I think it's time we start working on... You know what? I think there's been enough technological breakthroughs or whatnot. We're just gonna disband the fleet and start fresh. Oh, Kirkira is a core? That's nice. Alright, there we go. New fleet commission. Alright, Dragon Bridge is now self-sustaining. Alright, let's send another colonist out here too. Alright, let the people go to the colonies, that's fine. There's a Gupta Empire. Oh? Where this one will be more Vonskar. Oh, and we'll send another colonist. Oh, you know what? They grow. That's fine. They can grow. Alright, our stability increased. That's good. Let's get a Fort 1 in Dragon Bridge. A Fort 3 in Saskatchewan. And in Sapotawayak. Alright, we took Derbent. There's a revolt in Statakana again, and a revolt in Sartel. Down to 48.8. Okay. Oh, we've got Shirvanshah completely occupied at the moment. Well, that's good. Object country ignored. Can you at least tell me what country it is? Don't even tell me what the effects are. Just that some sort of subject country is unhappy. In some manner. Alright, let's send a gift to Bavaria. Of course it was Ethiopia. Alright, let's send another gift to Ethiopia. One I already had the worst relationship with. Right. Beograd. Alright, go ahead and assault Alcazar. Alright, then go down to Mazab. You go ahead and assault Baal. And then go attack them in Abu. Alright, then a Fort 3 in Nakawe. And Ino Amun. And Bela. Alright, go to Potawatomi. Sweden has warned us now. Okay, Sweden. That makes you feel big. Whatever. Alright, let's send another gift to Turkey. Send another gift to Ethiopia. Alright. Alright, that one is now Norzalber. Negotiate with the Tunisian revolt. Let's send a colonist over here as well. Was Mali offering white peace? Only because I'm more interested in other nations right now. But sure. Oh, I can't get across Hafsid now. Right. Alright, let's send Hafsid a gift. You know what? Yeah, you can just go around that way. Go ahead and do that. You can stop going the way you've been going. You go ahead and go that way. They're still saying impossible. We even have a positive relationship now, and they're still saying impossible. Alright, send another gift to Turkey. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Bambuk. Ansala. Manes. Countless Isles. And Atarakwi. Alright, send another gift to Ethiopia. Oh, it was Cleves this time. Great! And another colonist to Ustar. Oh, there's a revolt and split. You deal with that. You go deal with that. You go back to New Orleans. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Adirondack. And Papel. Alright, let's send another gift to Turkey. Let's send a gift to Cleve. You just came from there. Let's get a Fort 2 in Dragon Bridge, Fort 3 in Jola, 1 in Kabu, and Windstad. Go deal with the rebels in Lubelski. Alright, send another colonist to the several isles. Let's get a Fort 3 in Cayuga. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Igenigoag. Right. Oh, they're growing. Okay, cool. This will be Mizolf. Let's send another colonist down here. Let's get a Fort 3 in Ustengrove. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Malasakt and 1 in Omamini. Got 5 colonists. Take a look at our colonial map mode. Orthol and Hallmarch aren't finished yet? Oh, because I've been just letting them grow on their own. Okay, let's send one to Hallmarch, and let's send one to Morthal. try to negotiate with the Croatian revolt. Toulouse has warned us. Hohenzollern has warned us. Okay. Wait, Winterhold isn't even done yet? They're a core. Have been for quite some time. Let's send another one to Winterhold as well, though. Bolton Rudolphia. Okay, well, I've got an army on that island for that purpose, so there we go. Bolton Lodogoria. Okay, you can go deal with that. Alright, let's ask Turkey for what they're saying unlikely right now. Okay, let's send Turkey another gift then. Send a gift to Cleves. I'll send another one to Ethiopia. Then we'll get a Fort 3 in Tahon Ranrat. Alright, military improvements, cool. Alright, we're getting close. Hope we can lose the rest of that infamy point before that war just white pieces out. Let's get a Fort 3 in Bar. Get a Fort 4 in Full Gunther. Who's attacking me now? The United Provinces. Again. Alright, let's send another colonist to Narzilber. Revolt in Konsala. Okay. Alright, United Province. We'll have an overseas dominion. I don't think you do. Regardless, though. Alright, this one will be Kynesgrove. Quebec have honored their alliance with the United Provinces. Okay. Alright, so let's get a Fort 4 in Mazinchalaft and one in Noxio. Paved road in Dawnstar. And Sarthal. Discontent in a province. Great. Alright, let's send another gift to Ethiopia. And Turkey. And then Cleves. And we took a white piece from Anazar. Alright, let's send another colonist to the Infinite Isles. Negotiate with the Crimean Revolt, and we've got a trading boon. Alright, we've taken Bruges. Alright, and then we're just gonna make you give up a bunch of your... You have a claim on Phuket? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna make you give up a bunch of your claims. And give us your treasury. Let's get a paved road in Alphonse, and the Pale, and a toll road in Desht Kipchak. Alright, now there's a revolt in Raska. Go deal with that. Alright, send another colonist to Eastmarch. Alright. Let's ask Turkey for military access now. Finally. Okay, Greek army. You're going to Greece, actually. Yeah, go march to Thessalia. Austrian army. Go march to Van. Alright, then let's get a post office in Donetsk. And brethren. One persistent heresy through the centuries was Anabaptism. Anabaptists practiced adult baptism, freedom of religion, total pacifism, and the separation of church and state. With the Reformation, the heresy once again appeared, often alongside anti-Trinitarianism. Unwilling to take up arms, even in self-defense, the Anabaptists were persecuted by both Catholics and Protestants and ended up becoming refugees across Europe. Today, the descendants of these groups are called Baptist, Mennonites, Amish, and Hutterites. Fine, Polsen can be a haven for them. Whatever. We don't persecute people for their religion, except Calvinists. Stop it with the deceitful subject shit. I'm trying to improve my relations with all you guys. And stop calling it deceitful vassals when it's specifically my other personal realms that it hits, not actually vassals. Because it doesn't matter if I have a good relationship with my vassals, so long as we still have an alliance in place. But it matters with my other crowns. Fuck, it was Ethiopia. I'm gonna get that one in good shape. You know what, Austrian army? Maybe this will help. Go down and deal with a bunch of the rebels in Ethiopia. Yes. We're finally under 46 infamy. Colony established in Kynesgrove. Nice. Alright, the gift to Ethiopia is slightly more important, so let's do that. Alright, help the people in Osasane. And then let's annex Circassia. And now we no longer have that exclave. Excellent. Out of curiosity, I've got to wait until I've got another... Alright, let's go ahead and get a Fort 2 in Kizlyar, Dubin, Circassia, and... Barda. Alright, several isles is already self-sustaining. That was quick. Oh, there's a revolt in New Graz. Great. Oh, where that army was already stationed. Nice. Alright, it would cost 4 infamy to annex Shirvanshah. Alright. So that one's either going to wipe peace out, or we're going to wait until we're under 50 infamy. Send another colonist there. And that one's going to be Cogrenzel. Alright, you go deal with the revolt and Head Stitched. Alright, let's get a Fort 1 in several isles. And then a post office in Greater Steiermark. Alright, let's send another colonist to Hjolmarch. And to Morthal. Alright, we're producing wheat in Narzlbur. Cool. Right, let's send another gift to Ethiopia. And to Bavaria. Alright, follow them to Gelra. Good job. Alright, send another colonist to Winterhold. Switzerland is warning us now. Okay. Alright, we want to battle in Tigray. Nice. Let's go deal with the people assaulting the capital. Let's send another gift to Cleves. Oh, who's attacking us now? A.E.I.O.U. Why did only... Or is it just taking a moment? Oh, okay, it's just taking a moment for the rest. I was like, why did only a handful of my vassals join in? Alright, they're down here. Okay. Go deal with them. New land claim. Increase both for an additional cost. Alright, let's get a toll road in Dawnstar. Barthol, road network in Voronezh. Arkel and North Ends. And then that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Europa Universalis 3 A.E.I.O.U, and I am some guy you've never heard of.